Dakika 5 zimekatika baada ya saa 5 asubuhi. Natumaini kwamba unazidi kutazama taarifa hizi za yanayojiri. Sasa hizi nataka tuingie katika mjadala. Tuweze kuangazia yale yaliyojiri katika bunge la kitaifa hapo jana. Tuliona kwamba bunge la kitaifa jana ikifanya hatua ya kihistoria, ikimbandua mamlakani naibu rais wa kwanza ambaye ni Rigathi Gachagua, akiweza kubanduliwa mamlakani na takriban wabunge 282 wakipiga kura ya kumbandua, 44 wakisema kwamba hawaungi mkono hoja hiyo ya kumbandua mamlakani. Ikiwa nyonda hiyo tayari imeshasindiliwa kwenye jeneza, ama kwenye jeneza, chanilite jeneza kwa sasa, jeneza la Rigathi Gachagua, nataka tuelekee katika bunge la seneti uweze kusikiza mazungumzo ama ujumbe wake spika wa bunge hilo Mason Jeff Wakingi kuhusiana na kubanduliwa huko kwa Rigathi Gachagua.
Dated the 26th of September 2024 and received on the 27th of September 2024, running from page 40 to 42. 2. Electronic evidence relating to the special motion contained in a flash disk. Order papers for the 1st of October 2024. Communication from the chair number 046 of 2024, issued on Tuesday the 1st of October 2024. Communication from the chair number 047 of 2024, issued on Tuesday the 1st of October 2024. Certified Hansard and votes and proceedings of 1st of October 2024. Communication from the chair number 048 of 2024, issued on the 2nd of October 2024. Letters of appointment of advocates, Swanya and Company Advocates for His Excellency the Deputy President, Dustin Omari Advocates for Morani Manufacturers Limited. Letter to His Excellency the Deputy President forwarding the notice of motion. Affidavit of service on His Excellency the Deputy President. Order paper for 2nd of October 2024. Certified Hansard and votes and proceedings for the 2nd of October 2024. Public participation advertisement of the 2nd of October 2024 for Daily Nation newspaper, Standard newspaper and the Star newspaper. Public participation advertisement of the 3rd of October 2024 for the Daily Nation newspaper, Standard newspaper, Star newspaper and Taifa Leo. Public views template, English and Swahili. Memo to constituency county office managers dated the 4th of October 2024. Public participation advertisement for the 4th of October 2024 in the Daily Nation newspaper, Standard newspaper and the Star newspaper. Order issued by the High Court sitting at Kerugoya on Friday the 4th of October 2024. A press statement by the Clerk of the National Assembly on the extension of public participation issued on the 4th of October 2024. Public participation advertisement of 5th of October 2024 placed on the Standard newspaper and the Nation newspaper. Public participation report tabled on the 8th of October 2024. Response to the notice of special motion from His Excellency the Deputy President received on the 8th of October 2024 at 4 p.m. Electronic evidence by His Excellency the Deputy President relating to the special motion contained in a flash disk. Order paper for the 8th of October 2024. Communication from the chair number 049 of 2024 issued on the 8th of October 2024 and a certified Hansard and votes and proceedings for 8th of October 2024. Honorable Senators, kindly walk and take your seats. Honorable Senators, this impeachment motion is unique and unprecedented, as it is the first ever to propose the removal from office by impeachment of a Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. This moment calls for deep reflection on the critical responsibility of the Senate in investigating such proposal for removal of state officers from office. Senator Eddy, be attentive. The impeachment process is a fundamental tool of legislative oversight and a crucial aspect of the constitutional mechanism for checks and balances. The process is invoked by legislatures and in particular, in our case, Parliament and county assemblies as a safeguard for good governance and integrity in public service. Now, honorable senators, as you may well be aware, the Senate has been entrusted by the Constitution with a singular role to sit as a quasi-judicial body to investigate any proposed removal from office by impeachment of the President, Deputy President, county governors, and deputy county governors, and to make a determination on the alleged infractions of the Constitution and other laws. As this matter comes before you, I cannot underscore enough the immense public interest that this matter has elicited, and for good reason. This is yet another opportunity for the Senate to demonstrate its fidelity to the Constitution and to live up to the of justice, and to make a determination on this matter purely based on its merits. Honorable Senators, in terms of the way forward, the manner of disposing of this impeachment motion will not be significantly different from how the Senate has previously investigated and determined the proposed removal from office by impeachment of county governors and deputy county governors. Standing Order 781 of the Senate, standing orders, as read together with Articles 152 and 145(3)(b) of the Constitution, provide the Senate with two options on how to proceed with this matter. Senate may, 1, by resolution, appoint a special committee comprising 11 of its members to investigate the matter, or 2, investigate the matter in plenary. In this regard, the Senate Majority Leader will, at an appointed time during this sitting, give a notice of motion and move a motion for the establishment of a special committee. Till the motion be carried, the special committee will investigate the matter and report to the Senate on whether it finds the particulars of the allegations against the Deputy President to have been substantiated. In the event that the motion for the establishment of a special committee does not pass, the Senate will proceed to investigate the matter in plenary. Consequently, I will appoint a date for the commencement of the hearing of the evidence for purposes of the investigation. Now, honorable senators, I wish to emphasize that the debate on the motion for establishment of a special committee shall be confined to the matter of the motion. That is, whether or not to establish the special committee. It shall be improper and out of order to debate the substance of the impeachment, its merits, propriety, prudence, or constitutionality, or legality of the process that have preceded the submission of the matter to the Senate. In the meantime, and during the pendence of this impeachment process in the Senate, I wish to caution honorable senators to desist from publicly commenting on the merits or demerits of the impeachment motion. Doing so will amount to anticipation of debate, which is an infringement of Standing Order 99 of the Senate Standing Orders. Honorable senators, to make it clear, it shall constitute gross disorderly conduct within the meaning of Standing Order 22 for a senator to make comments, whether written or spoken, in relation to the conduct of the Deputy President or the impeachment process, which is outside the confines of the impeachment proceedings, as such comments may prejudice the just outcome of this matter. As I conclude, I urge all honorable senators to stay true to the oath of office and exercise the highest level of responsibility on this particular matter. I thank you. Now, honorable senators, a supplementary order paper has been circulated. I believe it's been posted to your gadgets. You may now abandon the order paper that we have been using earlier on and switch to the new order paper. Clerk, you may now proceed to call the next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to give notice of the following motion. which is the establishment of a special committee to investigate the proposed removal from office by way of impeachment of His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, EGH, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. That whereas pursuant to Article 151B and 2 and Article 145 of the Constitution and the National Assembly Standing Orders number 64 and 65, on the 8th of October 2024, the National Assembly approved a special motion for the removal from office by impeachment of H.E. Rigathi Gachagua, EGH, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. And further, whereas by letter reference NADLP TBO MTS 2024-025, dated 8th of October 2024 and received in the office of the Speaker of the Senate on the 9th of October 2024. The Speaker of the National Assembly informed the Speaker of the Senate of the approval of the special motion by the National Assembly and further forwarded to the Speaker of the Senate documents in evidence of the proceedings of the National Assembly. And whereas pursuant to Article 145(3)(b) of the Constitution, as read together with Article 152 of the Constitution and Standing Orders 78(1) and 79 of the Senate Standing Orders, the Senate may by resolution appoint a special committee comprising 11 of the members to investigate the matter. Now, therefore, pursuant to Article 145(3)(b), the Constitution as read together with Article 152 of the Constitution and the Standing Orders of the Senate Standing Orders, the Senate resolves to constitute a special committee to investigate the proposed removal from office by impeachment of H. Gachagua, EGH, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Next order.
Order number 8, motion, establishment of a special committee to investigate the proposed removal from office by impeachment of His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, EGH, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya.
Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, there's a motion on I beg to move the following motion: the establishment of a special committee to investigate the proposed removal from office by impeachment of H.E. Rigathi Gachagua, EGH, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. That whereas pursuant to Article 151B and 2, Article 145 of the Constitution and the National Assembly Standing Orders 64 and 65, on 8th of October 2024, the National Assembly approved a special motion for the removal from office by impeachment of His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, EGH, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. And further, whereas by letter reference NADLP/TBO/MTS 2024-025, dated 8th of October 2024, received in the office of the Speaker of the Senate on the 9th of October 2024, the Speaker of the National Assembly informed the Speaker of the Senate of the approval of the special motion by the National Assembly and further forwarded to the Speaker of the Senate documents in evidence of the proceedings of the National Assembly. And whereas pursuant to Article 145(3)(b) of the Constitution, as read together with Article 152 of the Constitution and Standing Order 78(1) and 79 of the Senate Standing Orders, the Senate may, by resolution, appoint a special committee comprising of 11 of its members to investigate the matter. Now, therefore, pursuant to Article 145(3)(b) of the Constitution as read together with Article 152 of the Constitution and Standing Order 78(1) of the Senate Standing Orders, the Senate resolves to constitute a special committee to investigate the proposed removal from office by impeachment of His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, EGH, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, this is uncharted territory. for this time the Senate of the Republic of Kenya is being invited to conduct an impeachment hearing of a deputy president. Much as this is constitutional, Mr. Speaker, it's the first time that this is happening. And there is a proposal before us as a House, as per our standing orders, to either consider this matter. We have two options as per our standing orders, to either consider this matter by a special committee or the plenary. The motion before us, Mr. Speaker, is a proposal to the House that we select 11 of our members from both sides of the House to consider this impeachment and advise us, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I don't know what is the excitement in the House. I have said already that this has never happened before, but that's the proposal. That should we, and I want to urge members to agree with me, that we elect 11 of our wisest and most trusted senators, Mr. Speaker, who we think have the sufficient wisdom to read on our behalf, make a decision, and as you know, as per our standing orders, Mr. Speaker, should they elect that the matters have not been substantiated, the matter dies, and there is no recourse for the House. However, should they confirm any of the 11 charges, even one, Mr. Speaker, then they will invite the rest of us to join them in making a decision. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, with those very many remarks, this is not a matter that I want to speak long to, because there's more serious matters that lay ahead with regards to this particular motion, Mr. Speaker. With those very many remarks, I want to invite the Senator for Nairobi, Senator Edwin Watenya Sifuna, to second this motion.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. As you have indicated in your communication, indeed this is a matter that is extremely unique, that has elicited immense public attention, and therefore, Honorable Speaker, given the mood of the House and especially on the minority side, I respectfully decline to second that motion.
Now, Senator Oburu. Order, honorable senators. You note that the Senate Majority Leader has moved a motion pursuant to Articles 145(3)(b) of the Constitution and Standing Order 78(1) for the establishment of a special committee to investigate the proposed removal from office by impeachment of His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, AGH, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. The motion has, however, failed to get a seconder. Now, Standing Order 70 of the Senate Standing Orders states as follows. The question on any motion shall not be proposed unless it shall have been seconded, and any motion that is not seconded shall be deemed to have been withdrawn and shall not be moved again in the same session unless with the permission of the Speaker. Honorable Senators, as I communicated earlier today during the sitting, by way of a message on the resolution of the National Assembly, Article 145(3)(b) of the Constitution, as read together with Article 78(1), provides that the Senate, by resolution, may appoint a special committee comprising 11 of its members to investigate the matter. The motion having been deemed to be withdrawn, pursuant to Standing Order 71, the proposal for a special committee is defeated. The Senate will therefore proceed with the investigation of the proposed removal from office by impeachment of His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, AGH, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, in plenary. Honorable Senators, in line with the schedule of activities for an impeachment hearing in plenary, I hereby give the following directions. A, the clerk to issue invitations to appear to the Deputy President today, Wednesday, the 9th of October, 2024. B, the clerk to issue invitations to appear to the National Assembly today, Wednesday, the 9th of October, 2024. The parties to file their responses with the office of the Senate by Monday, the 14th of October, 2024, by 5 p.m. D, the clerk to circulate documents received from the parties, including the plenary hearing program, to all honorable senators upon receipt on Monday, 14th of October, 2024. And the Senate shall then investigate the matter in plenary on Wednesday, the 16th, and Thursday, the 17th of October, 2024. The Senate is accordingly guided. Thank you. Any clarification, Senator Fernandi?
Mr. Speaker, looking at the directions that we are given, I want to agree with the Senate Majority Leader that this matter is very unique. It is uncharted territory. We are so used to impeachment of governors as we have done before. Mr. Speaker, when you look at our understanding Order 78 on Senate standing orders, and also, Mr. Speaker, I needed your guidance and clarity on the process, because looking at Standing Order 78 on the removal, procedure for removal from state office, which includes the removal of the president, deputy president of state office. Mr. Speaker, I want to invite Mr. Speaker to request, when you read under, sorry, Mr. Speaker, I'm trying to get second schedule of our standing orders, Part 1, procedure when considering removal in plenary, either the president or the deputy president. When you look at rule number 12, subject to these rules, the hearing of the evidence, once it commences, shall proceed and continue on until the Senate concludes the hearing of the matter. So, Speaker, this extrapolates itself from Article 145, 150 in the removal of either the president or the deputy president, considering this a matter of national interest, and it will involve a lot of process of evidence producing and many other procedures. So, Speaker, considering the immense, would it be in order to request that, as per your direction, you increase even an extra day? You know, Mr. Speaker, they say justice should not be seen, should not only be seen, but to be seen to be done. Oh, okay, Mr. Speaker.
Order, Honorable Senator.
Mr. Speaker, I'm happy.
Let the Senator Fernandi say it the way he understands it.
Yes.
Proceed.
And Mr. Speaker, I am directly translating from my Kalenjin mind, so members will have to bear with. Mr. Speaker, justice should not only be done, but should be seen to be done, Mr. Speaker. You know, we went to group of schools, some of us. Mr. Speaker, the point I wanted to make is that since the plenary process will allow Kenyans to follow, would it be in order whether we convict or acquit, because the law house, which was pre-trial chamber, and this is the real trial chamber, Mr. Speaker, where we shall be looking and setting precedent for future impeachment. I'm not predicting that there will be impeachment of president or deputy presidents in future, but Mr. Speaker, the point I wanted to make, and I don't know why Senator Sifuna is irritated. You'll have your time. Why are you worried? Mr. Speaker, that is what I want to conclude by saying, Mr. Speaker, just add an extra day so that the accusers, which is the National Assembly, can have elaborate time to present their case, and also the deputy president can have the time to present their case. So that, Mr. Speaker, when they move to another fora, they will have opportunity of having the opportunity of being given a chance and the principles of natural justice. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you for that indulgence, and I will properly be guided. Thank you.
Senator Fernandi, as we sit here, we don't know the number of witnesses that will be called. We don't know the volumes of documentation that will be filed. And therefore, let us go by the 2 days that I've communicated. One thing that the Senate will do, it is going to give adequate time to both parties. That much we are to do as a Senate. No party will leave the Senate complaining about inadequacy of time to plead their case. Yes.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. And we conform to the directions that you've given and the communication that you have also given. And I actually agree to the wisdom of the Senator from Nairobi, that this is a matter of serious public interest. And the matter that is before us is so weighty, it cannot be left to the hands of 11 people. We need to hear it in plenary. And I also want to plead, based on two arguments, Honorable Speaker, looking at the communication that you've read, the number of grounds that have been set that are founded in this motion, Honorable Speaker, of impeachment. There are 11 grounds, Honorable Speaker, and in the experience that we have had as a House, I think this will be the highest number of grounds that we have ever looked at in as far as processing a motion of impeachment is concerned. That is my first concern. Number two, when we last dealt with the last impeachment of Governor from Meru, the reason why we were rushing against time and we didn't allow members to and give their input. And I would not want us to get ourselves in that kind of a situation. That members want to give their contribution, they want to convince the others, because the reason why a motion, we have to debate on this motion is that I can convince the other members that I think the Deputy President should be removed or should not be removed. And we didn't get that opportunity during the last sitting. Why? Because the dates that had been gazetted for that particular removal were lapsing that particular day, and we had to vote. We had to start voting before 12. So if we get ourselves in the situation that you said that we are processing this motion on Wednesday and Thursday, and it is Thursday, we are almost done with the proceedings at Thursday, 11:30. Then we don't have time to debate. It is upon this reason why then, even if we leave the 2 days that you have communicated, then we need to leave it open that if we find ourselves that we are just done with witnesses, both the accusers and the ones that are being accused, the defense team, Honorable Speaker, if you're not able to debate, then we can come the next day, debate and take a vote. We should not then hurry this process as we hurried the last process, and it's not that we hurried it, we wanted. Many members wanted to contribute. It is the reason why the voting was very acrimonious. That's hard. Thank you very much for that. Nyandaro is far, and we have small challenges. So it was very acrimonious here. You saw many members here, you know, and it was not very neat. I would not want us to. I would not want to find us in such a situation. I wish you would allow that even if we get to Thursday, and you have not gotten to debating, you can allow us to come on Friday, debate and vote.
Yes, Senator Wambua.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, just two things. One is on the matter of your communication about how then we conduct ourselves from today going forward. Mr. Speaker, you have given direction. These phones. You have given direction, Mr. Speaker, that members should restrain themselves from making public utterances, especially on the substance of this impeachment, which is a good direction, Mr. Speaker, because we are going into a long weekend and we're engaging with our constituents. The temptation to prosecute this matter even before it comes here is very high. So that caution is good, Mr. Speaker. Only that, Mr. Speaker, I will hasten to add that listening to the public wherever I go, and I don't go to a lot of places, Mr. Speaker, the whole world, the whole country is looking up to the Senate for justice to be seen to be done. In fact, there wasn't so much attention on the proceedings in the National Assembly. A lot of people saying, let's wait for this matter to go to the Senate. Mr. Speaker, this is a time that then the Senate of the Republic of Kenya must demonstrate real leadership. And the prayers that were being made by Senator Cheragay and Senator Medhu sit very well. That, Mr. Speaker, the assurance you have given that both parties will have sufficient time to prosecute cases and to do what they have to do. Mr. Speaker, let that assurance also go out that the judges sitting on this matter will also have sufficient time to reason, to caucus. Mr. Speaker, and when there is need for even members to take time off, 30, 40 minutes, to caucus and steer this thing properly. So, Mr. Speaker, we don't have, I would really hate to see a situation where we end up the way we did with the Kawira case, the Governor Kawira case, where the last minute of voting is so chaotic, Speaker. Speaker, one other thing that you may also
Senator
need to...
Kadure, just let him conclude so that I just give directions on this matter. Let us not prolong this debate.
Mr. Speaker, let me just conclude by saying that the other thing that you may also guide us now and into the debate is try and teach us on the issue of patience. People should patiently listen to others.
Just conclude.
And especially when I express an opinion that is not in line with your opinion.
What is your point of order, Senator?
Oh, my
Kadure,
goodness.
because you're really insisting.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, you know, if members will go that direction of Kawira Mwangaza case, Mr. Speaker, this case is in court. And what they're implying is that what was processed here was not light. Did you like? So it is not it is not standing very well, Mr. Speaker, sir, because this matter has not been determined in the court. And one of the issues that has been raised by the parties is that some of the members did not vote. There was no time for discussion and all those matters, Mr. Speaker. So I think it will not be fair to the Meru County community if we discuss this matter now, because it is an issue which is in court, Mr. Speaker.
Good. Honorable Senators, we shall conclude. No, it's me to conclude, Senator Wambua. Now, this is my direction, and it's very much what I've already directed. Honorable Wambua, which floor I have taken away from you? So, Senator Wambua, you're out of order and leave the chamber now for the rest of the day. Leave the chamber. We need to be orderly in this matter. We're going to handle a very heavy matter. We cannot have any senator heckling the speaker. As we go to this impeachment, you need to behave, Senator Wambua. Leave the chamber now for the rest of the sitting. Leave the chamber. Leave the chamber. Leave the chamber, Senator Wambua. Honorable Senators, the chapter we are just about to open, the process we are just about to undertake is extremely heavy. The country and the world is watching. Decorum is the least we'll be expecting from members. Senator Fernandi has raised a valid concern. Upon reading these charges, we have 10 days to conclude the process. I have directed that this matter be heard within 2 days. We have not seen the kind of documentation that is going to be filed. We have not seen the number of witnesses that are going to be called by each party. Once we see the documentation and the list of witnesses, and it becomes obvious that we cannot conclude this matter within 2 days, we have Friday. And therefore, let us cross the bridge when we get there. But one thing I want to assure the country is the Senate is going to do justice in this matter. The parties are going to be given a fair, they're going to have their day in the Senate. There will be zero complaints after the conclusion of this matter. Let's rest it there, Honorable Senator. Next order.
Order number 9, procedural motion to hold sittings on Monday, 14th October 24, and alter the hours of meeting on Tuesday, 15th October 2024.
Majority Leader. Let's make progress, Senator Fatuma Dulu.
Mr. Speaker,
Let's make progress.
I beg to move the motion, which is for the Senate to hold sittings on Monday, the 14th of October 2024, and to alter the hours of meeting on Tuesday, 15th of October 2024. That notwithstanding the resolution of the Senate made pursuant to Standing Order number 32 of October of February, Order number 32 on 15th of February 2024, and 26th of June 2024, 19th of August 2024, and 17th of September 2024, and the approval of the Senate calendar, regular sessions for the third session 2024. The Senate resolves: 1, pursuant to Standing Order number 34(4)C,
State Majority Leader.
Thank you.
May the Majority Leader be heard in silence.
Pursuant to Standing Order number 34(4)C, to hold its sittings on Monday, the 14th of October 2024, starting at 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. until the conclusion of business listed in the order paper of the day. 2, pursuant to Standing Order number 34(4)B, to hold a morning sitting on Tuesday, the 15th of October 2024, starting at 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And 3, pursuant to Standing Order number 34(4)A, extend its sitting time on Tuesday, 15th October 2024, afternoon sitting until the conclusion of the business listed in the order paper of the day, in order to investigate the proposed removal from office by impeachment of the Honorable Dr. Eric Kipkoech Mutai, the Governor of Kericho County. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is a procedural motion, and we have pointed out that for lack of flair in drafting both the special notice, special motion such as this, and the order, gathered notice, Mr. Speaker, we found ourselves with the challenge which many of our colleagues are actually discussing right now, where they felt that in handling of an impeachment procedure, we had too much to do within such a short time. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, if you see the way the motion has been drafted, it is until the business listed on the order paper is concluded on that day. So it's not unusual, Mr. Speaker, that we leave this house on certain days at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Has happened many times before, Mr. Speaker, because impeachments have got serious consequences. And impeachments, Mr. Speaker, are almost the last resort in a dispute resolution, Mr. Speaker, between the parties that are before each of us. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I want to urge senators, given if they approve this timetable, next week will be quite a heavy week for senators. On Monday and Tuesday, Mr. Speaker, we have this impeachment. You have just given direction, Mr. Speaker, that on Wednesday and Thursday as well, we have the impeachment motion or process of the Deputy President. Therefore, a lot of energy is required from senators next week. So all the senators, including the young ones like my kid brother Eddie, Mr. Speaker, need to spare energy this weekend, and so that next week they have a lot of energy in the House, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, finally, is just to note, Mr. Speaker, that this is a simple procedure motion, which I don't expect that there'd be a debate about. It's just agreeing on the times so that we can get the response and begin on the process. With those many remarks, Mr. Speaker, I beg to move and request Senator Okongo Omogeni, my neighbor from Nyamira County, to second. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Okongo Omogeni.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I stand to second the motion by Majority Leader and the Senator of Kericho, my neighbor, and I agree that the matter is weighty. The Senate is on the spotlight. This is the time we need to demonstrate to the country that we can discharge our functions impartially, without fear and favor. And I second the motion, Mr. Speaker.
Senators, I propose the question that, notwithstanding the resolutions of the Senate made pursuant to Standing Order 32 on 15 February 2024, 26 June 2024, 19 August 2024, and 17 September 2024 on the approval of the Senate calendar regular sessions for the third session 2024, the Senate resolves: 1, to Standing Order 34 4C, to hold sittings on Monday, 14th October 2024, starting at 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. until conclusion of business listed in the order paper of the day. 2, pursuant to Standing Order 34B, to hold a morning sitting on Tuesday, 15th October 2024, starting at 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 3, pursuant to Standing Order 4A, to extend the sitting time on Tuesday, 15th October 2024, afternoon sitting, until conclusion of business listed in the order paper of the day, in order to investigate the proposed removal from office by impeachment of the Honorable Eric Kipkoech Mutai, the Governor of Kericho County. Honorable Senators, I can see a few senators lined up here on my screen. So is that the mood of the House? Yes. Now let me hear the wisdom of Senator Sigei Wakiri.
Mr. Speaker, you may proceed to put the question.
Senator Andan Dulo Fatuma. Senator Derito John Kenywa. Majority will not teach me how to chair this.
Asante Bwana Spika. Bwana Spika, mimi nasumbuka kwa sababu tayari tumejitia katika kitanzi, kwa sababu tayari tumesema zile siku ambazo tutakuwa tumezitenga ndio tuweze kujadili mswada huu. Bwana Spika, ni vile vile tukijipata katika ule mjadala alafu kutakuwa na masuala mengine nyeti. Bwana Spika, naona tutajipata katika tu ile sehemu ya kwamba hatuna muda wa kutosha kuyaangazia yale masuala kindani, kwa sababu tutaenda siku ile nyingine ambayo ni siku ya Wednesday, kwa sababu tayari tumeitenga kwa shughuli nyingine tofauti. So kwa hivyo Bwana Spika, ninasema kuendelea mbele Bwana Spika, pengine tungekuwa tukijipatia muda zaidi, lakini naunga mkono Bwana Spika.
Kwa hoja hii Seneta Kinyua, kwa hoja hii tuko nayo, iko wazi kabisa ya kwamba Jumanne tarehe 15 afternoon sitting tutakaa mpaka tumalize biashara, business listed in the order paper of the day. So that is why the majority leader and advised Senator Okech to preserve more energy over the weekend, so that even you can sit up to 6 a.m. on Wednesday morning until we clear the business that will be listed on the order paper. It is not specific on the day. It is until the business on the order paper is concluded. So it is not specific to midnight on Tuesday. It is until we clear the business. So I think you can also familiarize yourself with the order paper before or even when the question is put. Honorable Senators, I put the question that notwithstanding the resolutions of the Senate made pursuant to Standing Order 32 on 15th February 2024, 26th June 2024, 19th August 2024, and 17th September 2024 on the approval of the Senate calendar regular sessions for the third session 2024, the Senate resolves 1, pursuant to Standing Order 34-4C, to hold sittings on Monday, 14th October 2024, starting at 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. until conclusion of business listed in the order paper of the day. And 2, pursuant to Standing Order 34-4B, to hold a morning sitting on Tuesday, 15th October 2024, starting at 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And 3, pursuant to Standing Order 34-4A, to extend its sitting time on Tuesday, 15th October 2024, afternoon sitting until conclusion of business listed in the order paper of the day, in order to investigate the proposed removal from office by impeachment of the Honorable Dr. Eric Kipkoech Mutai, the Governor of Kericho County. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next one.
Order number 10, motion. Report of the 9th Interparliamentary Union Global Conference of Young Parliamentarians held in Hanoi, Vietnam from 15th to 17th September 2023.
Senator Mevdu was to move this motion, but I cannot see him around. Next order. So the session is deferred until next time that will be allocated.
Na bila shaka hilo ni bunge la seneti tayari ambalo limeweza kuidhinisha hoja ile maalum ya kumbandua naibu rais Rigathi Gachagua, wakiidhinisha kwamba kikao hicho kitafanywa katika kikao cha wote, maseneta wote watasikiliza malalamishi yote hayo, kikao hicho kikiratibiwa kufanyika kuanzia tarehe 14 mwezi Oktoba mwaka 2024, yani Jumatatu wiki ijayo, Jumanne na Jumatano, wa maseneta hao wakisema kwamba watahitaji nafasi ya kina kusikiliza malalamishi yote hayo kutoka kwa malalamishi, vile vile kusikiliza kesi hiyo kwa sababu ni kesi ya kipekee ambayo haijawahi kufikishwa, wakisema kwamba wao wamekuwa wakisikiliza kesi ambazo ni za kuangalia magavana, lakini kwa sasa hivi wako na wajibu wa kuangalia kiongozi wa pili mkuu katika taifa hili la Kenya ambaye ni Rigathi Gachagua. Kwa hivyo macho yote yatakuwa katika bunge la seneti hapo wiki ijayo Jumatatu, ambapo watakuwa na jukumu hilo la kuweza kuangalia na kuangazia yale yote ambayo yamewasilishwa pale. Mashtaka takriban 11 yakimkabili naibu rais Rigathi Gachagua ndiyo yatakayosikilizwa. Atakuwa na nafasi ya kufika katika bunge hilo kujieleza na kujitetea Vile vile atakuwa na nafasi ya kuwahoji wale mashahidi ambao watakuwa wamewasilishwa katika bunge hilo na wale ambao wameleta malalamishi dhidi yake. Kwa hivyo kibarua bado kipo na bado ana nafasi yake ya kujitetea, na iwapo bunge la seneti pia litatoa nafasi ya kuweza kumwokoa, tutajua wiki ijayo. Lakini kwa sasa hivi kibarua kipo katika bunge la seneti na tayari azma ya Gachagua kusalia mamlakani itafahamika wiki ijayo. Kufikia hapo mimi sina la ziada, na nikushukuru sana mtazamaji kwa kutenga saa kutazama kipindi hiki cha yanayojiri kwa takriban saa 2. Niseme